the FDA kind of had a series of awakenings and engaged us and really eclipsed the progress we had already made, pretty good progress we made on the 5-star cyber safety framework for connected vehicles. So we've really become a trusted broker with the FDA, the broader HHS ecosystem, the medical device manufacturers and the like. In fact, we made a Hippocratic oath for connected medical devices. So we've really helped drive their pre-market guidance on connected devices, their post-market guidance on connected devices. They've been really staunch advocates of adopting and promoting coordinated vulnerability disclosure. So we've really seen accelerated growth there. And what the nice part is, other parts of government like Congress told other regulated agencies to look a lot more like the collaboration between FDA and Cavalry. So successes there have really accelerated even the original automotive project. More recently, though, I got pulled into, if you remember CISA, which passed Congress in late 2015, one of the provisions was to have a 12-month HHS cybersecurity task force, and the Cavalry was asked to join that, so I'm one of the 20 people on that. And the clinical medical environment is really, really bad. So we have some wicked problems to solve. And
so can you give me, let's isolate it, because so I'm a patient going to the hospital. What should I be asking and what should I be concerned about?
I'm not sure we're to the point where we can ask the patients yet, but a real wake-up call about this time last year was Hollywood Presbyterian had to shut down patient care and divert ambulances to other facilities due to an accidental infection of ransomware. It was just one Java flaw and one JBoss library and one device took out a whole hospital. And then more recently, the UK government shut down similar hospitals for similar reasons. So what we've noticed is that these health environments don't have a single security person on staff for about 75% of them. They are hyper-connected and over-connected. They have way more legacy operating systems that are unsupported, like Windows XP and older. So the confluence of these things means there's really no technical barriers to someone doing a sustained denial of patient care on any or all hospitals. And as you know, I research Anonymous and the rise of hacktivism, and one of the members of Anonymous, Trick, radicalized, left the UK and moved to Raqqa, Syria before we killed him with a drone strike, but he was driving the cyber caliphate. You take someone like Trick, not very talented, but talented enough to take life through the hospital clinical environment. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us with no security talent, no security budget, very antiquated systems, and we've got some uncomfortable truths to share, which are going to have some uncomfortable policy implications when we report back to Congress in about a month.
So the story is a little doom and gloom, but the positive is that people are aggressive about wanting to change the problem. Is that true, and are there any other positive silver linings you can explain?
I mean, the members of the task force are amazing individuals, and none of us are smart enough to even identify these issues alone. So I think the fact that there was the foresight to ask for the task force, they picked really good folks. We're going to raise some really good issues. Some of them will trigger some grand challenges, but the first step in solving any problem is understanding that you have a problem and what the dimensions are. The good news is, even if we're a little late to the game on this, the more preparedness we do and the more disaster recovery we do and the more we pull from pages that we learned in the private sector, we can dampen or soften some of these things, but it's going to take some political will. It's a pretty big, challenging set of issues. But when you know you've got really big problems, you have to think bigger and think harder and get more creative. So I think we're at that stage right now.